name is Gideon Sukal, and this is my speech for my online public speaking class at Labette Community College. We all are very interesting people in our own right, and by seeing how fascinating all of us can be, I'm sure that you want to know more about me. And as an expert of myself for the past 17 years, I'm sure I can fulfill that wish just for you. You don't know me, and I feel we should probably change that. So let's do so, why don't we? I am involved in a lot of hobbies that many would probably consider to be quite nerdy. I play a lot of different card games, including but not limited to Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering. I play competitively in all three of these on different levels. As for Pokemon, I'm more involved in the online scene, not near as major as the other two. Haven't won anything too big just yet either. However, I am getting more into the game as we progress into time. As for Yu-Gi-Oh, I play on an online, I play on a local, and I play on a regional scale. And not too long ago, I won a $500 cash prize for doing an online tourney. I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh about 2.5 years ago whenever I had watched the anime for it and it caught my attention. Let's say I've definitely improved in the past 2.5 years. I also play Magic the Gathering on a local, regional level. I have definitely made some bank on this and made quite a bit of profit. As for all these hobbies to get put together on the expenses, I have put probably around $2,000 into all of them. If I was to sell all my card collection, I could probably make around $2,600 to $2,800. I am not a fan of watching TV, nor am I a fan of watching movies. I much rather prefer to play video games. I find it more engaging and nowhere near as mind-numbing. Why just watch the story unfold whenever you can be a part of your own story? I also enjoy reading. I used to use books as a response to get away out of some hairy situations that were going on in my life. And frankly, it was a hobby that never completely failed to help. It just helped me get through some of those parts of my life. And now I just kind of do it for leisure. Back whenever I was in elementary, I used to be quite the jack of all trades in sports. I played a lot of soccer and played a lot of basketball, always opting for a more defensive position and being the best shot blocker on our whole team. Granted, I could not shoot any shots for anything. Just ended on a 0-point season, but anyone I was put on didn't get to score too many either. I also played football, and I was the kicker for our team, as well as doing long distance and track. No notable achievements in either of those. I have lived all over the 4-state area, including but not limited to Joplin, Galena, Oswego, Grove, now I'm currently Baxter, but I even did once live in Hutchinson near Wichita. We now approach some more darker topics of conversation, trauma. Well, what is trauma bonding for us to get to know each other? My mother decided that my father was not exactly fulfilling her needs, so she ran away with myself and my brother whenever I was 4 and he was just but a baby. They were discovered a week later in Topeka compared to where we were living in Galena at the time, and she sold us for $300 together. Him for $200 since he had an ear infection, and myself for only $100 so that she could go get drugs and have a date night. Once my dad had us in his possession, he went to file for divorce. So that way that whenever the proceedings were done, we would still be in his custody instead of hers. This ended up being the correct choice as she made some really bad life decisions. Speaking of bad life decisions, my father would in the future go on to make a terrible life choice, and this would end me up into the foster care system. And this frankly caused quite a bit of trauma. I had to deal with people, calling me the son of the child molester and everything. So that's always a lovely thing to have when you're going into a school. It's definitely influenced my style and how I choose to present myself, as I don't want to look or act like him by any means necessary. Right, that was dark. I believe we have definitely gotten some changes down. You should know a lot more about me than you did a while ago. I believe we are a bit more well acquainted as well, and at least I'd like to consider us acquaintances. You definitely know me a little bit more than you did, and I look forward to having that change even more for us to become